Hello guys, welcome to Namma Academy YouTube channel. Today I am going to take motion in a plane. Synopsis: those physical quantities which requires magnitude as well as direction for their complete representation and follows Vector's law are called vectors. Vectors can be divided into two types, polar vector and axial vectors, in which polar vectors, these are those vectors which have a starting point or a point of application as a displacement force, etc. Second one, axial vector. These are those vectors which represent rotational effect and act along the axis of rotation in accordance with right angle, hence screw rule as angular velocity, torque, angular momentum, etc. See the diagrams. Scalars, those physical quantities which requires only magnitude but no direction for their complete representation are called scalars. Distance, speed, work, mass, density, etc. are the example for scalars. Scalar can be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided by the simple algebraic laws. Tensors. Tensors are those physical quantities which have different values in different direction at the same point. Moment of inertia, radius of gyration, modulus of elasticity, pressure, stress, conductivity, resistivity, refractive index, wave velocity and density are the examples of tensors. Magnitude and tensors are not unique. Different types of vectors. Equal vectors. Two vectors of equal magnitude in same direction are called equal vectors. Negative vector. Two vectors of equal magnitude but in opposite direction are called as negative vectors. Third one, zero vectors or null vector. A vector whose magnitude is 0 known as zero or null vectors. Its direction is not defined, it is denoted by 0. Velocity of stationary object, acceleration of an object moving with uniform velocity and resultant of two equal and opposite vectors are the example of null vector. Unit vector. A vector having unit magnitude is called as unit vector. A unit vector is direction of vector A is given by A cap is equal to A by A. A is a unit vector, is unitless and dimensionless and represent direction only. Orthogonal unit vector. The unit vector along the direction of orthogonal axis, that is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, are called orthogonal unit vectors. They are represented by I cap, j cap and k cap. Fourth one, co-initial vectors. Vectors having a common initial point are called as co-initial vectors. Collinear vectors. Vectors having equal or unequal magnitude but acting along the same or AB parallel lines are called collinear vectors. Coplanar vectors. Vectors acting in the same plane are called as coplanar vectors. Localized vector. A vector whose initial point is fixed and is called as localized vector. Non-localized or free vectors. A vectors whose initial point is not fixed is called as non-localized or free vectors. Position vector. A vector representing the straight line, distance and the direction of any point or object with respect to origin is called as positional vectors. Addition of vectors. Triangular law of vector. If two vectors acting at a point are represented in magnitude and direction by the two sides of a triangle taken in order, then their resultant is represented by the third side of the triangle taken in the opposite order. If two vectors A and B acting at a point are inclined at an angle theta, then their resultant vector R is root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. If the resultant vector R is subtended at an angle beta with vector A, then tan beta is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. Second one, parallelogram of law of vector addition. If two vectors acting at a point are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of the parallelogram draw from a point, then their resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram draw from the same point. Resultant of A and B is given by R vector is equal to root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. If the resultant vector R subtended by an angle beta with vector A, then tan beta is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. Vectors. You can see the pictures in these. Then polygon law of vector addition. It states that if number of vectors acting on a particle at a time are represented in magnitude and direction by the various sides of an open polygon, then in same order the resultant vector E is represented in magnitude and direction by the closing side of the polygon taken in opposite order. In fact, polygonal law of vector is the outcome of the triangular law of vector addition. R is equal to a plus b plus c plus d plus e. This implies OE is equal to OA plus AB plus BC plus CD plus DE. Properties of vector addition. Vector addition is commutative, that is A plus B is equal to B plus A. Vector addition is associative, that is A plus B bracket B plus C is equal to B plus C plus A bracket close is equal to C plus bracket A plus B bracket close. Third one, vector addition is distributive. N bracket A plus B is equal to N into A plus M into B, MA plus MB. Rotation of a vector. If a vector is rotated through an angle theta, when it is not an integral multiple of 2 pi, the vector changes. Second case, if the frame of the reference is rotated or translated, the given vector does not changes. The component of vector may, however, changes. Resolution of vector into triangular components. If any vector A subtended an angle theta with x-axis, then its horizontal component ax is equal to a cos theta, then vertical component ay is equal to a sin theta. Magnitude of vectors. A is equal to root of ax square plus ay square. Tan theta is equal to ay by ax. This is what the graph ax and ay making an angle theta. Direction cosines of a vector. If any vector A subtended angles alpha, beta and gamma with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively, and its components along these axes are ax, ay and az, then cos alpha is equal to ax by a, cos beta is equal to ay by a, then cos gamma is equal to az by a, and cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. Subtraction of vectors. Subtraction of vector B from a vector A is defined as the addition of vector B, negative of a vector B, to vector A. Thus A minus B is equal to A plus B bracket minus B. Multiple multiplication of a vector by a real number. When a vector A is multiplied by a real number n, then its magnitude becomes n times, but direction and unit remains unchanged. Second one, by scalar. When a vector A is multiplied by a scalar s, then its magnitude becomes s times, and unit is the product of units of A and s, but direction remains same as that of vector A. Scalar or dot product of the two vectors. The scalar product of the two vectors is equal to the product of their magnitude and the cosine of the smaller angle between them. It is denoted by dot. Dot. A star B is equal to AB cos theta. Two vector A and B making an angle theta. The scalar or dot product of two vectors will be always a scalar. Properties of scalar product. First one, scalar product is commutative, that is A star B is equal to B star A. Scalar product is distributive, that is A star B plus C is equal to A star B plus A star C. Scalar product of the two perpendicular vector is 0. A star B is equal to AB cos 90 degree. Cos 90, 0 is equal to 0. Fourth one, scalar product of two parallel vector is equal to the product of their magnitude, that is A star B is equal to AB cos 0 degree, that is equal to AB, because cos theta cos 0 degree is equal to 1, then it becomes AB. Fifth one, scalar product of a vector with itself is equal to the square of its magnitude, that is A star A is equal to AA cos 0 degree, that is A square. Sixth one, scalar product of orthogonal unit vectors. I cap dot I cap is equal to j cap dot j cap is equal to k cap dot k cap is equal to 1, and I cap dot j cap is equal to j cap dot k cap, that is equal to k cap dot I cap is equal to 0. Seventh one, scalar product in Cartesian coordinates. A dot B is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap dot bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap is equal to ax into bx plus ay into by plus az into bz. Vector or cross product of two vectors. The vector product of the two vector is equal to the product of their magnitude and the sine of the smaller angle between them. It is denoted by a cross. The scalar or dot product of the two vector is scalar. Example for cross product. A cross B is equal to AB sine theta into n. The direction of unit vector n can be obtained from the right hand thumb rule. If fingers of right hand are curled from A to B through the smaller angle between them, then thumb will represent the direction of the vector A cross B. The vectors or cross product of the two vector is also a vector. Then properties of vector product. First one, vector product is not commutative, that is A star B does not equal to B star A, because A star B is equal to minus B star A. Vector product is distributive, that is A star B plus C is equal to A star B plus A star C. Vector product of two parallel vector is 0, that is A star B is equal to AB sine 0 degree is equal to 0. Fourth one, vector product of any vector with itself is 0. A star A is equal to AA sine 0 degree is equal to 0. Vector product of orthogonal unit vector. I cap cross I cap is equal to j cap cross j cap is equal to k cap cross k cap is equal to 0. I cap cross j cap is equal to k cap. Then j cap cross k cap is equal to I cap. Then k cap cross I cap is equal to j cap. Sixth one, Vector product in Cartesian coordinate. A cross B is equal to A x I cap plus A y j cap plus A z k cap cross B x I cap plus B y j cap plus B z k cap is equal to determinant of I cap j cap k cap A x A y A z B x B y B z is equal to A y into B z minus A x into B y into I cap minus Ax into Bz minus Bx into Az into I cap J cap plus Ax By minus Ay Bx into K cap. Direction of vector cross product. When C is equal to A star B, the direction of C at right angles to the plane containing the vectors A and B, the direction is determined by the right hand screw rule or right hand thumb rule. This is the coordinate of the axis A cross B, A and B, figure A. Then right hand thumb rule, figure B. A vector, B vector and A cross B vector. First one, right hand screw rule. Rotate a right handed screw from the first vector A towards second vector B. The direction is which the right handed screw moves gives the direction of the vector C. Second one, right hand thumb rule. Curl the fingers of your right hand from A to B, then the direction of the erect thumb will point the direction of A star B. Then problem part. First one, the trajectory of the projectile. The trajectory of the projectile is represented by y is equal to root of 3x minus gx square by 2. The angle of the projection is the option C. Let's see the solution. First one, the trajectory of the projectile motion is represented by y is equal to the trajectory of the projectile is represented by y is equal to root of 3x minus gx square by 2. The angle of the projection is, by comparing the coefficient of x in the given equation with the standard equation, y is equal to x tan theta minus gx square by 2 u square cos square theta. This implies tan theta is equal to root 3. Then theta will be equal to 60 degree. Then second one, the path followed by the body projected along y axis is given by y is equal to root 3 minus 1 by 2 x square if g is equal to 10 meter per second. Then the initial velocity of the projectile will be, x and y are in meters. Then option will be second one. Let's see the solution. The path followed by the body projected along y axis is given by y is equal to root 3x minus 1 by 2 x square if g is equal to 10 meter per second. Then the initial velocity of the projectile will be, by comparing the coefficient of x square in the given equation with the standard equation, y is equal to x tan theta minus gx square by 2u square cos square theta. Take y is equal to 1 by 2. Then g is equal g by 2u square cos square theta is equal to 1 by 2. Substituting you will get theta is equal to 60 degree. After that, u is equal to 2 root 10 meter per second. Then third one, the equation of the projectile y is equal to 16x minus 5x square by 4. The horizontal range is option D 12.8 meter. Let's see the solution. The equation of the projectile is y is equal to 16x minus 5x square by 4. The horizontal range is, the standard equation is like this: y is equal to x tan theta minus gx square by 2 u square cos square theta. Compare with it. Y is equal to x tan theta 1 minus x by r. Given equation y is equal to 16x minus 5x square by 4, or y is equal to 16x into 1 minus x by 64 by 5. By comparing the above equations, r is equal to 65 by 4, it will give 12.8 meter. Fourth one, a body starts from the origin with an acceleration of 6 meter per second square along x-axis and 8 meter per second square along the y-axis. Its distance from the origin after 4 seconds will be option C 80 meters. Let's see the solution. Solution: displacement along x-axis, x is equal to uxt plus half axt square is equal to half into 6 into 4 square is equal to 48 meter of x-axis. Then displacement along y-axis, y is equal to uyt plus half ayt square is equal to half into 8 into 4 square is equal to 64 meter in y-axis. Total distance of the origin is equal to root of x square plus y square is equal to 48 square plus 64 square is equal to 80 meter. Option will be C. Fifth one, the projectile motion velocity at maximum height is option B u cos theta. Because in the projectile motion at the maximum height, body possesses only horizontal component of the velocity, so it will be u cos theta. Next one, 6. A body is thrown at angle 30 degree to the horizontal with the velocity of 30 meter per second. After 1 second, its velocity will be in meter per seconds. G is equal to 10 meters per second square. Then answer will be option A. Let's go with solution. From the formula of the instantaneous velocity, v is equal to root of u square plus g square t square minus 2 u gt sin theta. By substituting it, you will get the answer as 10 into root 7 meter per second, option A. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel, press the bell icon.